Hello everybody, it is me Darcy, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this, the Unnamed Podcast, the time of the week where I sit here with this and we talk rubbish the week and whatever else. Before we get started today guys, we are a very, how do you say, stupid podcast. We're not a serious group of people.
Fair.
We're not a serious group of people. We make silly jokes and we talk rubbish and, make fun of each other. But before we get started today, obviously we live in Australia and this week Australia suffered a terrorist attack. And so I'd just like to acknowledge the fact that that has happened and say that everyone here's thoughts are with the victims of that attack, and we hope that those people who are still injured and stuff make a speedy recovery. Just want to get that out of the way before the stupidity, but it would be wrong not to acknowledge that.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's going to happen now is there's going to be a fade, and then when we come back we can be silly and stuff, but just wanted to put that down and make sure that, that was acknowledged.
It's understandable. I think that's the right thing to do.
Okay, we're back.
Yes.
Seriousness all out of the way now, so let's get back to what we do. We're not political, we're not serious, we're dumb. So let's go and be dumb and make fun of the week, fun of everything that's happening, and fun of ourselves. Kris, start us off with some channel.
Okay, indeed. So, Monday this week, we are back in Indiana Jones. By we, I still mean Darcy, because I was not there.
Yeah. Guys, I pick up pretty much
Where you left off?
exactly.
Yeah.
Which, the way Indiana Jones goes for me generally is that there's like two types of games. Or when I say games, there's two types of recordings that I'll take from the game.
Yeah.
One, where I'm trying to do all the extra side bits and stuff, get everything done, you know how it is.
Yeah, of course.
And one where I pretty much only do story missions.
Yeah.
Well, this one's a story mission one. Because
okay.
the way the game kind of works, the way the game kind of works is like the story missions kind of fit into about an hour.
Okay. So you want to get everything done first.
You can kind of lock through the line of the story in one episode, and then you're like, okay, now we're just gonna finish up doing what we're doing here, and then we're moving on, and whatever.
Yeah.
So where I sit now is or where we started this episode is in the start of a very long story progression part.
Okay. Yeah.
So, we go into this dig site. We're supposed to find a secret tunnel. Let me tell you, okay? They're not very good at hiding their secret tunnels. I walk into this place, right? Now, they're like, oh, we'll mark it. Their marking is just painted everything around it red. Big red marks. It's like, okay, well, that's
super hidden.
Yeah. Then, once you open the tunnel, you can't reclose it, so all secrecy is gone.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it was, I like walk into this place, look around and go like, well, that looks like a secret tunnel I've ever seen. Now, you guys know I love a secret tunnel. Can't help but sing the song every time I come across one.
Obviously.
But I think this was pushing it on both the secret tunnel. Well, it was a tunnel, so there's that.
Yeah.
But was it secret?
No.
I don't think so.
No, not at all.
I think anyone could look at it and be like, well, that's suspicious. A suspicious tunnel, maybe. Secret.
Maybe it being red would turn people away. It's like, what happened there? I don't know. No. So it's not so much a secret tunnel, but more of a, I'm not going there.
Yeah. But, so we go into a secret tunnel, which leads us into a tomb, which just has a whole lot of people in it, which I'm not 100% sure about ancient tombs. But I don't think they were like, okay, we're going to take the time to mummify like 50 people and then just all shove them into the same place.
I have a feeling it was something along the lines of they did actually wrap them up, but they didn't go through as much effort as they did the more powerful people.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm in this thing. There's this point where you've got to like squeeze through these bodies, and the person I'm with is like sitting there being like, oh, this is creepy, and it's like, don't worry, they're dead. And I'm like, yeah, except you do have to worry. Yeah. Because, you know, when you're in that situation, you're squeezing through the corpses, and a few of them have their hands up here, but a few of them have their hands down. What if one of them gives you a little tushy pinch?
Oh.
And you go, oh! Not only are you now violated, you're being violated by an undead, and you're very close to the undead.
That's actually...
I don't like being close to the undead. Okay? That's just my motto.
Fair enough. Fair enough, makes sense.
Anyway, so we go through there, we get into the big camp full of Nazis, bad Germans.
Yeah, that'll do.
But look, I fully disagree with YouTube's like thing is like, you can't say that word. It's like, of course I can say that word, especially when I'm referring to the World War II Germans. That's who they were. To say anything else is kind of... I have very strong feelings about like being like, oh, you can't say that word because that word is associated with this feeling and can offend people. And it's like, not saying it is trying to modify human history. Yeah. I don't like that. History is already done. It's written. When we talk about history, we talk about these things. If we're playing a historical game, guess what? You might come across some Nazis. Why? Because they were a thing for a kind of long period of time. And they did some terrible things. And guess what? For a whole period of probably 5 years, every single person in the world was pretty focused on what the fuck they were doing because they were waging a fucking global war.
Yeah, that seems about right, yeah.
And so for YouTube to be like, oh, don't say that word. Fuck you, YouTube. That word is a word that is part of human history and a part we really shouldn't forget, because when we forget the past, we repeat the past.
That's actually true, yeah.
So, fuck you. We're gonna say it. Fuck you. Anyway, so I'm in the Nazi base and I've got to make a distraction. So what I do is I pull down their flag. Because that's the signal to my people to make the distraction, and obviously being an action game, the distraction is a large explosion. So that all happens, I'm like, sweet. And then they're like, okay, now we got to sneak into this person's office. I didn't listen to the plan. I'm gonna be real. I didn't listen. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm not even shocked about that.
I'm just like, okay.
We've seen, they've seen, or some of them have seen how we play games on here. It's like, if you want to read this, go back later, we're not doing it now.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, I don't know where his office is, but I can probably find out. So I'm just sneaking around, and I'm like, you know, being of sound mind, I'm sneaking around with a pistol, because if shit goes down, I want to be strapped.
Yeah.
And so I'm walking around, you know, looking around, and I'm like, okay, there's a big building there that's probably the office, right? Because it's big, it's grand, it's got metal reinforcements. Yeah. Like, it's the nicest looking building I've seen it, and it's not a tent. Yeah. So that's probably where I'm going. Go in there, sneak around, find some stuff. Yeah, all good, right? Yeah. Get everything, then, you know, Voss. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the Indiana Jones. I know you haven't, Kris, but he's the bad German scientist Nazi man. And he creeps the fuck out of me because he's just, he's unnatural. The man's unnatural.
In what way?
His face is bad. He's got a bad face.
Like, is it scarred? Like, what?
No, it's just creepy. He just fucking creeps the shit out of me because he's... It's like they went and they found an actor and they said, hey, can you do a Nazi scientist? And he was like, how creepy do you want it? And they're like, you know the ones that did all the experiments on children? Yeah. Can you make them seem sane? And he was like, absolutely, I can. And so, like...
Did you see that in the face?
Oh, it comes through in, like, the way he acts and then the facial expressions that go away. Like, he does some of the creepiest shit, and he just, every time he acts, whoever did it did a fucking amazing job, because every time he's on the screen and he does something, it makes you uncomfortable. Like, he'll walk up and at one point in this episode, he has a gun pointed at him and just starts making monkey noises at the guy who's aiming the gun at him.
I can see that. Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying.
See what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
It's not good.
Fair enough, I can see what you're saying.
It's a bad face. Anyway, so he gets there, and they're like, we'll follow him. Because that's always a fucking good idea. Yeah, let's follow the bad guy. Anyway, so we follow the bad guy. We get to this place where he's doing a thing. Him and the German soldier.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's an SS. But I haven't actually paid much attention. He might be. But anyway, they get in a fight. The German guy pulls the gun on him. As I said, he makes monkey noises at him. And then kind of gets what he deserves, where this German soldier just kind of grabs him and throws him at the table and is like, hey, I'm a soldier and you're a little pussy scientist. Don't fuck with me.
Okay.
And he's like, oh. But then Indiana Jones and the lady make the worst decision ever, because he's lying there looking at the roof and they're just like peeking down through the roof. And they're like, oh, he's just looked up. Quickly, look up, hide. And then they're like, now let's look again. It's like, no, he's still fucking looking up. Okay, he's still looking up. He's still lying on the table. Don't be like, oh, he's looking up. Quickly hide. And then, well, we'll just look again. No, don't do that. Either stay there or don't go back to looking.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah.
The roof collapses, obviously, because, you know...
Too much movement.
Well,
and weight.
I don't know. It's weird. The roof collapsed all of a sudden in a wooden structure, and you're like, this doesn't really make sense.
Unless it was like slowly breaking the entire time, and then just... I mean, I suppose, how long... Does it look like the structure had been there for a long time?
No. It was probably made by the locals, but under German supervision. That roof's not breaking.
No.
You think the Germans are going to be like, that's an acceptable roof? No. If that roof is too... And when I say roof, it's the floor of the upstairs area.
Oh, okay.
So two people lying on it, collapse it? No. It's for the story.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah.
It's needed for the next part of the story to take place.
Yeah.
But it doesn't fucking make sense.
No.
Because here's the thing about buildings and stuff, right? If I go and I lie on in the center of a floor upstairs, and it doesn't collapse the immediate time it takes my body weight, it's not collapsing under my body weight.
No.
Because it's already taken my weight and gone, we're good.
And then if you lay down, you're spreading that out as well. So it becomes even worse than it's happened.
If I jump and I add more weight, then I could see it collapse.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and people go like, oh, but things happen over time. And it's like, oh, yes.
Yeah, but it would have had to have been deteriorating for quite a while.
It's like, well, yes and no. Because the thing is, right, yes, stresses over time do cause things to break. However, those breaks tend to happen instantaneously.
Yeah, true.
If I put something under force and it holds, that tells me it can take that force.
Yeah.
I need to either change the force or change something. Just moving your weight around a little bit isn't enough to cause that to collapse. There you go.
Well, actually, what would have been happening in that situation is if it wasn't going to hold it, there would have been a lot of movement as you were doing it in the first place.
Exactly. But anyway.
Okay.
It's the same issue I have in games where they're hanging on a rope and they fall and the rope goes twang and holds them. And then as it's holding their weight, it slowly starts to break. And you're like quickly do something. And it's like, no, if it survived the snapback of suddenly having none of their weight to all of their weight under gravity, which is way more than just holding your weight. Stopping a object in motion is far more force than just holding that object.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that's reality. And so if a rope holds you when you go boom and stop, it's not going to then go, oh wait, hang on, as you sit here hanging from it, I'm going to start breaking.
Okay, I've seen movies where they do that right, though.
Yes.
There is a slight movement, but it's more of like a backwards and forwards thing, so it's not like having that extra weight down. But there's something sharp enough there to start causing it to break.
Cutting is different to breaking.
See, that I would agree.
But the other thing that, because again, it's not always a rope. Sometimes it's something like, oh, I've grabbed this ledge, right? I've jumped and grabbed this ledge, and the ledge held me while I grabbed it. But now that I'm hanging on for a bit, it's starting to break. It's like, no, it would have broken when you jumped onto it, because when you jump, not only is it gone from no force to all of your force, you actually have excess force than just you dangling. Anyway, that's how forces work. Be realistic, games. Anyway, so we fall into this place. We get them by gunpoint. There's
Yeah.
a fight ensues. Indiana Jones says some quippy one-liners because it's Indiana Jones. That's what you want.
Exactly.
And then the worst possible thing happens where the two Germans who were at each other, the soldier and creepy-ass face Voss, the girl you're with picks up the gun and goes to shoot the soldier, except knocks herself out on a thing, and Voss is standing there with a hammer because the hammer falls off. Like, it's the big old coincidence thing, but then the Nazi soldier thinks that Voss saved him, and now he's like, I'm 100%... So he's pretty much gone from someone who was working against him to having, like, a dedicated person who's like, I totally love you because you saved my life, even though you did fucking nothing. And then Indiana Jones knocks them both out with a chair. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's fine that the roof collapsed.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We've gotten past that already. We've already talked about it.
Anyway, we go on, because it's all story at this point, and basically we run through. There is some confusing stuff, right? Yeah. Basically, from where we go to from knocking them out with a chair to trying to escape the German Nazi base, there's this giant pit.
Okay.
And the Nazis have like 3 machine guns pointed into it, and I can't see why.
Like, superstition?
Well, not really, because yes, there's a mine there, but like,
it's the only thing I can think of as to why you would. I think
it's like they've got. Now, I might be mistaken. Maybe they weren't machine guns, but it does seem like they've built like little boxes overlooking this ditch that you can't climb up to the base easily from, and they've built little and put machine guns. At least from the rate of fire, it felt like machine guns, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense, because if you're going to put machine guns to protect your encampment, you would have them pointed at places where people are likely to come at you en masse, not pointed at a hole.
Unless they're like doing it's almost like a slavery type thing, and they've got people working for them, and the guns are pointed down to be like, you will die if you don't keep going.
Yeah, but you do that with a rifle, not a machine gun.
Yeah, true.
When you want to get like,
I'm trying to think of a reason here.
When you want to get workers working, you want to put a few shots in. You don't need 3 machine guns firing down, and especially considering, this is something that, again, history comes up a little bit here. Machine guns aren't what, like today, where it's like, yo, just chuck that machine. Yeah, we got like machine guns for days.
Yeah,
these are pretty important weapons, and it's like, hey, this can stop an attack. Let's use this well.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a movie, and I was watching it, and at like one point, these dudes have like 20 machine guns, like pretty much all sitting next to each other. It's like, dude, that's every machine gun your army would have had.
Yeah.
Now you put them all next to each other because you're like, haha, no, but they're gonna attack this way, hopefully, because if they don't, no one else has machine guns.
Exactly.
We took them all and we put them where we could all see. You couldn't see the next machine gunist. No. It's not like now where it's like, yeah, every 4 dudes has one dude carrying a machine gun.
Yeah.
No, it was like, okay, this is a machine gun. It's operated by 5 guys. You 5 guys operate this machine gun. This is your hole. You stay in your hole.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. I just couldn't understand why they had them pointed at the hole.
Yeah.
Then we go off and we do some stuff, and we, the story wraps up, and I get the Nazi uniform disguise, which is great because it now means that I can do all of the geezer stuff, and I can go into all the bases and stuff, and I don't have to sneak around.
Oh, that's good. Don't have to take.
But I also got another pistol, so now I have 2 safety pistols, and I think that's the most important thing.
2 safety pistols is better than 1.
It is,
especially considering
one of them is a revolver, and the other one is an automatic.
Oh,
so I have 2 types of things.
That's pretty good.
Also, did not know how to reload my gun. Like, just could not reload it. I'm sitting there with my revolver, which has no bullets in it, and I'm like, is this the button? No. No button I could find reloaded it. What I had to do was shoot all 6 empty shells that had no... And then he was like, okay, now I'm going to reload. And I was like...
What the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck?
It's just a thing of, like,
I think they ran out of buttons.
I know I've shot 6, but what if there's still one there?
Exactly.
What the fuck? It's stupid.
Anyway, so now that that's happened, I can finish off all of the geezer stuff. I have all of the outfits, so I can go everywhere I need to go. And, there was one more thing where I was like, okay, because I have this outfit now, I can walk around carrying a rifle.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of like sitting there, and I went up to a thing and accidentally ran into a dude who knew I wasn't a soldier.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, you, and I'm carrying a rifle. I'm just like, bang. And then another dude's like, hey, did you just... I'm like, bang. And so I shot a bunch of guys, right, as you do.
Of course.
And then I was like sitting there, I'm like, well, I only have 2 shots left in my rifle. And there was a dude like walking like really far in the distance. I'm like, time to do a test on how far this game lets me range. And so I'm sitting there, this dude's like walking, there's all these other Nazis around, and just like bang. And they were like, hey, get that guy.
Yeah.
And so I had to get into another fight. I say I had to. No, I had to. I had to get into a fight. The guy recognized me.
Yeah.
So once he recognized me, well, I don't want to walk around with a gun that's not completely full of bullets.
Well, obviously.
So I had to use the rest of it. But anyway, so that was Indiana Jones. It was a very story-driven one. Go check it out. Boss, fucking hate him. I hate him.
I can tell.
Oh. But you know what? It's one of those things where it's like, they've done the character really well because he's just unsettling and creepy. And that's kind of what you want. When you've got someone who is supposed to be intellectual, because he's not a fighter. Like Indiana Jones, like wipe the floor with him.
Okay.
In fact, he does on several occasions. There's a big fight scene in this one. Go check it out.
Yeah.
But he's confident and he's intelligent and he's creepy. And that's how you make him intimidating. If he was blusterous and like, you know, threatening and swinging weapons around all the time, because I don't think he's ever actually ever pulled a weapon or anything. Okay. He's just always creepy.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know,
I suppose it's weapon enough.
He's the type of person, you know, in like movies and stuff where it's like, it's the person who never has a weapon because they're just so confident that nothing you could do could actually get them. And yes, it's generally because he's like around with like guards and stuff, but he's just so confident in his...
I mean, it looks like he might have a spot for a weapon. Yeah, he's got a holster. He does have a weapon on him.
He just doesn't use it.
Yeah, okay.
Like he'll be sitting there and like,
and it's just literally there just in case.
Yeah,
that's...
I've never... Okay, so at the point I'm in the story, he's never pulled it. And I don't... That might be a picture from later in when he actually is carrying one, but I don't think I've ever seen him with one.
Did it ever look like he had the straps there?
He does have his braces.
Well, I thought that was part of it. Yeah. So you just vest with the straps going around, holding all the way around. So it's...
I don't think I've ever seen the
Haven't seen that one?
I've seen him without the vest on, I think, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to... I don't spend a lot of time looking at him. He creeps me out. Anyway. But, like, he's just this character who's like, even when the situation would be like, hey, you're not in... He's just always a character who's in control. And it's like, yes, it might be because he has like 10 guards around him and he's just like, haha, I've got 10 guys. But even when he's like one-on-one with people, he's like, you're going to do what I want. And it's that confidence and that kind of evil creepiness that I think makes him such a good villain.
Yeah.
He's not like a blusterous kind of, I'm bigger and stronger and that means you're going to do... Because those guys are like, oh, you can't fight. And it's like, yeah, but you just... beat them. Like, you know, you can beat them pretty easily. But he's like, every time he comes up, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, something bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's all because he's thinks things through, Kris. That's what makes bad guys terrifying, when they can think.
He does look like he thinks things through. That's a problem.
Anyway.
We're going to move on from Indiana Jones now.
Creeps
just
fuck
stop.
out of me.
Just calm down. Stop thinking about it. Seriously. So, Wednesday this week was The Witcher 3. Did you get into the card game?
I did.
For a fair chunk of it, I saw the name of the video.
Look,
was like,
so I play it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the joke there is that when you're playing The Witcher 3, Gwent was such a big deal, it pretty much became its own thing.
Oh yeah,
as this little mini card game.
Yeah.
The reason I named it the way I did is because quite literally I spent a lot of my money on cards.
No, goddamn.
I unlocked it, and then I went to the bar, and then of my 250 coins, I spent 150.
Oh fuck. Okay, I was thinking like 80.
Over half of it.
Yeah.
Over half of what I had just on some cards to add to my deck, because I was like, now I can play Gwent again. But yeah, so basically I started playing The Witcher 3 purely because
You wanted to play Gwent.
The Witcher 4 is coming out.
That is true, yes.
And I'm like, I haven't played The Witcher 3 in a long time.
Are you going to
Am I going to?
finish it again this time? Or are you going to do what you usually do and just stop all of a sudden?
I actually do intend to continue this one on as a thing. I think it's a nice kind of addition to stuff on the channel, because a lot of stuff that we have on the channel is action adventure game.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever played an action adventure kind of swashbuckling sword game. I think a lot of it's more like modern, where it's like, hey, we got guns and stuff. So I think it kind of adds an extra. Plus, as I said, I like the story.
Yeah.
The Witcher 4 is coming out next year sometime.
Believe so.
And so I need to do a refresher because, right, and this is an indication of how long it's been since I last played The Witcher. My saves were all from version 1 point something. This version that I have to play on now is 4 point something.
Fuck, okay, Jesus.
So it has been some time.
Yeah.
But it did bring up some issues that I want to talk about.
Okay.
First of all, and we'll get this out of the way really quickly. I am doing my best to edit out aspects of The Witcher. When I can, I will edit out the nudity.
yeah.
However, unfortunately, sometimes it's there. Well, sometimes it's like it'll do across and pan across them while they're in mid-conversation. And I was like, cool, do I cut out that part of the conversation?
Or do you just keep the audio in briefly and then bring it back in?
Do I just be like, okay, there's a bit of butt. So,
Yeah.
to make a long story short, I'm going to go and do this whole run through with as little impropriety as possible.
It's going to be slightly difficult.
It is going to be slightly difficult.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It just means none of the romance options, shut them all down.
Immediately.
And yeah, I know there is going to be a few bits and pieces. So there will sometimes be weird cuts, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just underwear, I don't care. Oh my god, it's virtual underwear.
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up, YouTube.
This is the second time in the video you're telling them to shut the fuck up.
It's also like, oh my god, it's virtual butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Really? You, YouTube. Okay. I want to be fair about two things about this, right? Because first of all, I think with the modern changes in Australian law, where people under 16 can't even have accounts on social media anymore.
That is true, yeah.
That came in 8 days ago.
Yes.
That means that there really should be no limits on what I put on YouTube. So I'm an Australian, and I can go, it's not for children, and basically there shouldn't be any children watching this stuff.
No, you have a point.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Point is, right, YouTube.
Yeah.
If people know how to use you, they know how to use the internet. They've seen real butt cheeks. Don't be angry about virtual butt cheeks. Okay?
It's true.
God. Don't be such a prude, YouTube.
They're never going to stop.
They're never going to stop. But I feel like...
Even if the rest of the world joins and goes, no kids at all on the platform, they're still going to do it. They're still gonna do it.
It just annoys me because it's like we have YouTube Kids for kids.
Yes.
Where the content there is for kids.
Yes.
And it's like, cool, that means that YouTube should have content for adults where, no one's getting upset about swearing and no one's getting upset about talking about actual historical things.
Yeah.
And no one's getting upset with a little bit of adult content.
Yes.
Okay, maybe, yes, let's not put porn on YouTube. That's fair. I agree with that.
Yes.
But, like, come on. A butt cheek?
Yeah.
Butts aren't even that sexual. But, no, the point is that I just feel like... I feel like YouTube kind of goes too hard at being, like, age... Like everyone friendly. And it's like... Dude... Oh, you can't say shit because that's a swear word. And it's like, dude, seriously. Seriously. Even the radios playing at peak hour, pick up your kids from school, like, oh yeah, that's not even bad enough to censor anymore.
No.
Unless you are literally out there creating, saying slurs and stuff. The radios are like, okay, hang on, we might blur that. We might just cut that little part out because they're literally saying a slur right now.
Fair.
That's about it. And like YouTube's like, you said bastard, and I don't like that. There was okay.
Yeah.
This is a little bit off topic, but
of course it is.
when we do the shorts, the subtitling and all the kind of talking to the chat is done by YouTube's AI. Yeah. I'm not going through because a lot of I just don't have the time to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm putting our own words, so I let the AI do it, and then I just kind of correct where it needs to be corrected. It
was a video you called me bastard, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's lots. It will blur out any swear word. Like it'll just like remove that and just put in that there was something said there, but I'm not going to tell you what it was.
But having said that, we are pretty good at knowing exactly what that word was.
Well,
context is everything.
You say that word. You will hear it said, and then the subtitles just go, "Oh, a bad word was said." Anyway.
Oh, yeah, well, you're fair, yeah.
Don't care about that. Not my problem. It did that for the word damn.
Oh, God.
I think I'm pretty sure.
No.
It was something that I was like, that's not even a swear. And it was like, no, that's too naughty for our
That
AI.
is someone in grade 1 when we were
and I was
in
just
grade
like,
1. Just
are
being
you absolutely kidding me?
Yeah.
I was like, are you serious? That is the level at which you like, oh no, oh that's a bad. It was like, no.
It's probably got something to do with religion. Someone being damned.
I just don't agree with it. I think, sure, there are certain words you probably shouldn't be saying on YouTube.
Yeah.
However, once you've kind of said, hey, my content is not for children,
it shouldn't matter.
It should open that up a lot. And when they say, oh, but what about our what about the people, what about the people, ad revenue? Our ad people don't want to be attached to this kind of content. And it's like, do they advertise on TV? Yes. Well, then they're already part of that fucking content.
True, yeah.
Because, basically speaking, the laws around what you can and can't say on TV have changed drastically.
Yes.
Do you remember back when we were children, it was like, hey, you can't even say, like, bitch on TV. And, like, now it's like, middle of the day kind of TV, hey, you stupid bitch. And it's like, yep, there we go, bang. Now, every time they'd say the F word had to be censored. Now it's like, it's past 6 o'clock at night, we're fine.
Depends on the rating itself. So what is it, PG?
Exactly.
It's like, PG-13 is like, they're allowed to swear once.
They're allowed to use low-level swears.
So apparently they can use higher.
Mm.
They were talking, so two of the guys from Lord of the Rings were talking about it. And they were basically going through and just saying, what could we have changed? And it's just like Pippin saying, so it's like, to the fucking fairy or whatever it is, or like, saying that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's like, because once in a movie they could drop that word.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
but there you go. And it's like, like I just think this whole thing with like censorship and stuff is like, and being like, oh no, you can't say that word because advertisers won't like. It's like, man, advertisers don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, did you put this on a video that got lots of people seeing our advertisement? Yes. Okay, we're okay with that then.
Yeah.
It's like you could put them on a video where it's like 1 million views, and that video could say fuck every second word, and the advertiser would be like, yeah, as long as 1 million people saw our advertisement, I don't care.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But anyway, again, I'm digressing. So yeah, Witcher 3, we're playing it. I'm gonna try and edit it as best I can.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. Now I want to talk about something that really annoyed me while I was trying to get The Witcher 3 running, which is Xbox's stupid fucking update thing.
Yeah.
Have you run into it?
No.
Okay, basically, do you want to play a game that came out years ago?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Like a 10-year-old game?
But yeah, I assume that's what you meant.
Yeah. Well, you see, there's an X and S version of it that's been optimized for the Xbox Series X and S.
Yeah.
So you have to play that one. Because you can't play the older version that would run perfectly fine. No, we always want you to have the best version.
Okay.
You can't play it unless you download the best version. Oh, and by the way, because the best version is for Xbox X and S, it needs to be installed on your internal hard drive.
Yeah.
You know that one that we've given you no space for modern games on? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but what if I don't want to play the upgraded... What if I just want to play the version that came out 10 years... No, you can't do that because you have the new Xbox. And you have to play the best version. You can't choose to not play the best version. You have to play the best version.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how stupid is that? You have to play the version that has to be installed on the internal drive that is very limited for modern games. There's a lot of people out there who are like, oh no, I have like 20 games on my Xbox. Bullshit. I'm actually going to call, unless what you're playing is some of the shittiest, jankest, shovelware games, you don't have 20 games. You'd be lucky if you can get 10 games.
Fucking real lucky. Jesus.
I think I have maybe 13, but it's because some of them are like super small indie games.
Yeah. And that I understand.
I have to, and because there's games that I want to keep on my, be able to play whenever the fuck I feel like it, like Battlefield and baseball.
Yeah.
That's something like 200 gig right there. Because they're modern games. And I'm like, we know modern games are getting bigger. The fact that I have to play every X and S optimized game off the internal hard drive, which is only 1 terabyte, means that I spend a lot of my time moving games around. Which is a really good way to make me not play my fucking games. Because I go like, oh, I'm going to have to move this. Oh, it'll take 6 minutes. Guess what? I don't want to play this game in 6 minutes. I wanted to play it now. Now that I can't play it, now I have to wait fucking 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this game anymore. I've gone and done something else for that time, and I'm going to do that. And then I come back and go, actually, I don't want to play this game anymore. Yeah. Oh, but I want to play this other game, so now I have to transfer it because I have to play the best version. And I can't choose to play a slightly less upgraded version, less visually terrific version.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean that I don't have to move it around, that I can just play it off my external hard drive. Can't do that because Xbox knows better than me.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Stupid fucking decision. I get it. Offer it to the people. That was a really good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Give the people the choice to play the best version. But don't make it fucking mandatory.
Fuck, that'd be nice.
You could have said, hey, there's a better version of this. Do you want to upgrade to play it? And if someone said, you know what, actually, I do want to do that. Okay.
Do you know what's weird? PlayStation is doing that.
What? The first one?
Giving you the option.
Yeah, see?
Giving you the option of
It's because it shouldn't have been a mandatory thing. It should be like, hey, mind you, PlayStation are also trying to sell you the games again.
Well, yeah.
But you know, both sides are bad and both sides are
Yeah.
good and whatever. There are no winners here. Everyone's fucking losing.
No. Company's winning.
No, they're not, because people are fucking pissed at them. Anyway, but my point is this, right? I appreciate the fact that they've gone, hey, there's a better version. You can have it. All you've got to do is do your upgrade. Because you own the game, just upgrade to get the better version. But there should be an option, you know, where it says, do this, tell me more, or cancel. The cancel option shouldn't shut the game down. It should just be like, okay, you don't want to upgrade right now? Here you go, play your game. You have fun. But know that there is a better version.
Yes.
And we are going to ask you every time you restart, because we don't want you to miss out.
Of course.
But, hey, maybe, and this is crazy from us as a company, maybe there's a reason you don't want the best version. Like, I don't know, maybe you have a lot of games you want to play, and you want to be able to just play them without any hassle.
Of course.
And it's like, no, you must get the best version. We're not letting you play the lesser version because we're the good guy. And it's like, you're not a fucking good guy. You're a pain in my fucking ass. I will find you, Phil Spencer.
I don't think you will.
I'll fucking find you. And we're going to have words. But anyway,
Yes.
those words are going to be like, fucking don't make it mandatory.
And then you're going to walk away.
And scream at your face about mandatory things. And also about fucking storage space. Okay? We're going to have words about storage space as well. Just make it bigger.
Just give us the fucking 4 terabyte option. It exists.
It's crazy though, because it's like, we couldn't possibly fit more storage in there. It's the same fucking size!
Just give it to us. It is. It
Just-
is.
Make it bigger.
It is the same size too.
It's like, oh, we put one in this big. It's like, yeah, the 4 terabytes the same. It just has more stuff in it. It's the same fucking size. Just
Oh, this is amazing.
the Xbox that has the 2 terabyte in it, right? Must be massive because it has 2 terabytes in it.
Because they
or maybe here's the thing: they just took out the fucking 1 terabyte thing and put in a bigger one.
No. They put two. They put 2 ones in it. That's what they did.
It's the only way they can do it.
No.
Fucking just make it bigger. Just be like, hey, like I don't know who was fucking sitting there. This is really annoying me. But I don't know who was sitting there and went, hey, you know how games are getting bigger? And they went, yeah. Do you think we should put a bigger hard drive in? And they went, no, no, absolutely not. No, why would we do that?
We
No,
don't add like $20 to $50 onto the cost.
Smart, yeah.
But we would have fucking paid.
That's nice. Even though the costs of them have actually gone up. Yeah, that's right. The cost of consoles are getting more expensive now because of inflation.
Yeah.
But they can't even put a fucking bigger hard drive in there.
No, because that would mean
Because
would
that would
jump
actually
up.
be inflation.
It would, yeah.
It would inflate my storage space. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to get at here is that Microsoft own fucking Call of Duty, which is like, hey, do you want to install the latest Call of Duty? Guess what? That's only 800 million megabytes.
I don't know why you said it that way, but sure.
Basically, Call of Duty is a game that's like, hey, you want to install Call of Duty? Just give us 500 of your human gigs and we'll install it for you. And you're like, that's one game owned by you, Xbox. You own this game and you're sitting there giving us 1 terabyte. So it's like, hey, you can play Call of Duty and you probably can't do anything else because Call of Duty is going to want to reserve the rest of that space because it's fucking bloatware.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, we're not going to give you more space. We know games are this big now, but we're not going to give you fucking more space. Fuck you. Doesn't take up any more space. Just put a bigger hard drive in there.
Fucking hell.
Let's put a bigger one in there.
Yes, well, I know. We all agree.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
So angry about that.
Let's move on.
Anyway, guys,
Let's calm down. Move on.
there's no Minecraft this week, obviously. There'll be Minecraft next week.
Yes.
We'll take care of some channel news stuff for next week, this week, because next week is Christmas.
Yes.
And then the week after that is New Year's.
Yeah.
So there probably will be 2 weeks without a podcast because I don't feel like working Christmas, so Kris gets it off.
Yeah. But I also don't get it all off because work.
Well, yes, but like
I don't have to do this work.
As the boss, I'm making the executive decision. We're taking Christmas, New Year's off, so we'll be like away for about a week where there won't be any podcast stuff. There will still be all the rest of the stuff coming out. It won't be a podcast, so the podcast will return in the new year, fresh and ready to go. So this is going to be the last one for a little while, so we'll try and stuff everything we can into it right now. Kris, subscriber count, take it away.
We are currently at 340.
Weird.
Why?
I didn't think we were. Anyway, so that's the subscriber count. The shorts are going to keep coming out. Next week there will be a couple Christmas videos, Christmas-related stuff, Christmassy fun.
340.
All that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. New Year's, it will be more onto a normal kind of schedule.
Yes.
And yeah. That just about wraps up channel news and channel news for the rest of the year.
I think so.
Cool. So, guys, the week. Let's talk a bit about that. So, you all know I love baseball, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely adore it. Love it. It's my favorite thing.
Yes.
So I went out yesterday. I did some batting practice. I absolutely demolished my hands. Look at them. They're disgusting. And the bad thing about that, Kris, is that now I have skin flaps on both of my hands. Not just one of them. Both of them have skin flaps. And skin flaps fucking suck.
I'm aware.
They get caught on everything when you're just trying to manipulate things. You got to keep them moist, otherwise they become crispy.
Yeah, that's true.
I really hate crispy skin. It's not pleasant.
It's an odd one.
And I don't know how long it's going to take for them to heal well. Not like properly. That's going to take like probably about a week or two.
Yeah.
But like just well enough that like I can go back to the gym and
lift
old things. Well, the thing is like
I forgot about that
because I won't be able to like. Yeah, I'll be able to wrap my fingers, but because I was holding a bat and it was the bat that ripped my hands to fucking shit. I was wearing batting gloves, guys. It's just I hit so many balls that my hands never stood a chance.
Yeah.
But it is where they are, where these blisters and
it's right where you would be grabbing
skin flaps are exactly where I would grab things with.
Yeah.
So like I can push because I can use my like fingers. I can curl my fingers around things.
So you do lightweight for the moment.
I can't do like anything where it's like, hey, I need grip because I've got skin flaps. Fucking skin flaps.
I didn't even think of that. That's hilarious.
Okay, I probably won't be back at the gym until Sunday, so I'm hoping that by then, with proper treatment and keeping the skin flaps moist, that'll
be good by Sunday.
That by Sunday, the one that doesn't will have like healed enough that it's like tender but not
super painful.
It's not even painful. They're not painful. They're just annoying and super easy to get infected.
Well, yes.
So I don't really want to go to... Yeah. Fun fact, I am like 80% sure that I caught COVID from the gym.
Oh, when you did, yeah.
When I got COVID, I'm fairly sure I got it from the gym.
Yeah.
Because that was literally the only place that I went by myself. And everyone's like, oh, but maybe you caught it when you were out. Yeah, but I was with Jordan that entire night, and he was fine.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't even a point where we were, like, more than this far apart, because we were just sitting drinking at the bar.
Of course, yeah.
And so, like, if I caught it there, surely he would have been exposed too.
You would think so.
So I was like, okay, if when I caught it, no one else was around me, when was the point when no one else was around me? Oh, when I went to the gym and was touching all the equipment after other people had touched the equipment.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I'm like relatively sure I caught it there because, you know, I've seen people follow the white. Oh, wait, that's right. Most people don't because they're fucking morons. Especially all the little, you know, year 12s who've just finished and have nothing better to do with their life at the moment.
Yeah, true.
And they're just there being like, I don't wipe shit down.
Fucking packed at the moment.
I am usually in there about 10:30, as most of them are kind of finishing up. So I get like half my stuff done.
Even just before 6 in the morning, it's stupid busy.
I wouldn't go in the morning ever. because everyone has that thought pattern. They go, I'll go before everything.
No. So according to Leanne,
go after everything.
He goes a lot in the morning. It's generally at about 6:37 that it really picks up.
No. You'll have morons who go like, I want to get the workout done before I do the day. One, that's a terrible idea. You don't want to go about your day fucking tired and sore. Second, if you're not getting tired and sore from the gym, fucking do it right.
Yeah.
Thirdly,
Fair.
just do it in the evening. Do it in the evening after your day, because
No, but that's when everyone else does it too.
No, but here's a little fun fact about working out, right? Working out actually makes you feel better, both physically and emotionally. So do it after the day, after you've had all the shit to deal with, because that way it's helping relieve that shit. Whereas if you do it before, you go in, you're feeling good because you just done a nice workout, you go into work, and oh, by the way, bam, here's the shit. There's no goodness. There's no goodness at the end of that. Because you've done it in the morning. You prepped yourself, you made yourself feel good, then you went to work, then you got slapped down. Guess what? Now you actually feel worse. Now you feel worse because you were at a high and then you got slapped down. Whereas if you were just normal, get slapped down, and then guess what? You bring yourself back to normal. Bring yourself back to normal.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do there is actually get out in nature. What do I mean by that?
Go for a run.
Go for a walk. Go for a run. Climb a fucking mountain. Sit on a beach. Get out of your house. It's actually good for you, both mentally and physically.
Yes.
Even if you were to just lie face down in a grass somewhere, your mental health will improve. That may not help your physical health. You could have allergies. There are lots of things crawling around in the grass that will bite your face and other meaty parts.
Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't have thought to say it that way, but fair enough.
And basically, if you lay face down on enough things, you will eventually smother yourself. So, take that with a pinch of salt. But getting out in nature and going to the gym can make you feel better, both mentally and physically. And so if you're someone who's feeling a little bit down, especially at this time of year, go work out. Go for a walk. If it's fucking freezing, don't go for a walk. Okay, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Go to the gym, do some working out.
I just thought of the Christmas blues again.
We're fucking Christmas Reds here. Anyway. Yeah. So, me and my skin flaps have to do some healing.
Yeah. You're about to clap there, weren't you?
No. I'm smarter than that. So let's talk about something that, we just had a big old be healthy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about something different. The Games Awards. So they happened. Did we care who won? I actually don't. I don't care.
We know who did anyway, but
who won? I don't.
Oh, it was Expedition 33.
Oh, okay.
I think they got. It was either 7 or 9. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but they won 7 or 9 awards out of it.
Right. Look, there were some games that came out this year that I was like, yeah, that's a pretty cool game. I'm pretty happy with this. Blah blah. Basically, though, I think this year was pretty not great for games.
Look, I'd be willing to say like Expedition 33. That was a good one.
I'll say that.
I'd say justified winning.
Yep, I'm happy to go with that. I just think like this year the games that came out were like I'm probably missing some that have come out that I just can't remember came out this year.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I really like that game, and I'm attributing it to years past, because it's very hard to actually keep track of when a game comes out now versus when you first heard about it.
Fair point.
And being like, yeah, but I heard about that game like 4 years ago, so surely it came out like 2 years ago, and I've only just started playing it this year. And people are like, no, that game only came out this year, and you're like, oh, did it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, my point is, I honestly don't care about who wins and who loses at this point, because at the end of the day, we're all just losing as far as the video games are concerned. Everyone's a fucking loser.
God damn.
I'm not wrong, though. I'm not wrong, and that's the worst part. The way that, especially the big studios are treating us, everyone's a fucking loser at the moment. And we need to come back. to actually caring about video games. And the way we do that is by getting good video games again and stop getting the schlop. And how we do that is we remove things like the best fucking continued fucking service. No one cares about the game that did, because there's, I can't remember the exact thing, but there's an award for pretty much the game that didn't come out this year, but you know, it's been the best continual.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's pretty much
the best.
You're the best
game.
live serve. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that might actually be what it's called.
It's probably about right.
But it's like, why give an award for that? It's like, hey, you're the best of a bad type of game where your whole thing is like, yeah, keep giving us money forever, ever.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I don't really care about the awards. What I care about is the trailers. Mm-hmm. And I was watching the trailers, and look, there's some good ones, some bad ones.
Yeah.
Things I care about, things I don't care about. One of the biggest things I was kind of happy with was there was a very few amount of games that were more than 2 years away. There were a few that I'm like, okay, that seems like it's more than 2 years away, because it was like, it wouldn't give a date.
Yeah, okay.
But most of them were either coming out in 26 or 27.
Yeah.
That's what I want from trailers.
Yeah.
I don't want a trailer for a game that's 4 years away.
No.
Not in this kind of situation. I want teaser trailers, yes, but I don't need to see a trailer for them that's getting me hyped. I want to see kind of something like... if a game is more than 4 years away, what I actually want to see is a concept trailer. Where it's like, talking to the people making the game, they're being like, we're doing this, our plans to do this, and seeing some of the concept and like art stuff that they're doing.
That would actually be a
so that I can sit there.
I never thought of that.
So I can sit there and be like, oh, I'm not hyped for this game because I haven't seen what they're doing. Yeah. Right? I haven't seen them put something in pre-alpha and be like, oh, that game looks awesome, and then the game comes out and it's nothing like that, because they were literally sitting there being like, oh, just grab some assets and make it look like a game. Yeah. It's like, I would rather see something where it's like, hey, we're the people making this game, and look, here's our ideas, and here's how we're doing that, and this person's on this and this, and here's some of the artwork concepts that we're dealing with for this game, so here's a kind of idea of what it might look like. We don't have anything real to show you because we are so fucking far out from it, but, you know, this game is coming, and, you know, we want you to know that so that we can have feedback and stuff.
Yeah.
There's an important reason I talk about that, and that's because the final trailer shown at the Games Award was for a game called High Guard.
Okay, yep.
I don't know if you've seen anything about it, but it's like a hero shooter.
No.
Yeah, it's a game that pretty much everyone doesn't want.
I don't often go for hero shooters. Like, I've been playing Rivals with Nick a lot recently, but that's just catching up with Nick,
we can talk about that in a bit, but basically it's a hero shooter-esque game with PvP, PvE. Picture like League of Legends-isk kind of stuff is how I'm visualizing it.
Okay. Because
it has PvE in it.
Yeah.
So you verse the environment, but you also verse people.
Okay.
And it's a hero shooter. And basically, from what I understand, they've spent 4 years working on it. This was the first time they've announced it. It's coming out soon, and it's a game that no one wants. They've spent 4 years working on a game that no one wants, and because they were working on it in complete secret, without ever, dropping a concept trailer or stuff, they never got the feedback of people being like, "Don't do this.
We don't want it.
Don't do this."
Yeah.
And so they've made this game that a lot of people are negative on. A lot of people are out there being like, wait till it comes out before you haven't even played it yet, and you're shitting all over it. And it's like,
we're shitting on the concept.
We're shitting on the concept. Yeah. I don't need to play every game to be like, no, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
But basically that there was a lot of controversy because that was the final trailer shown, and obviously in the Game Awards, the final trailer is generally the biggest reveal trailer there is.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was this game that everyone's like, no, we don't want this. You probably started working on this 4-year project 6 years too late.
Yeah, I mean, about right.
So You know, if you had started at the right time, it would be 4 years late, but you didn't, so now it's over 10 years late.
Yes.
And it's probably going to be a dead on arrival game because a lot of people
Possibly.
and a few people, Legendary Drops. I don't know if you know that channel. It's a good channel. It's a good channel. It has a lot of news.
So.
But he was talking about it. And he was like, it feels exactly like Concord. Like the trailer feels exactly like Concord trailer, and I'm like, that's the worst kind of thing anyone could ever say about your game.
Yeah.
Your game reminds me of a game that died in a week.
Yeah.
But it is that kind of thing.
But hero shooters are known to die as well.
Personally, I think they've done a few things right if they want to do this. It's a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
So you will at least get some people looking at it because there's no cost of entry.
Yeah.
Other than my space, which I don't have. Just make it bigger. Fuck's sake. But
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna do well. It also it looks polished.
Yeah.
But it's bland polish.
Okay.
It's like it looks pretty bland.
Okay, fair enough. Might have to look at it later just to see.
Yeah, have a look at it. Check it out. But look, check it out if it's your cup of tea. You know, no one's going to harp on you for liking it. You're allowed to like what you like.
Yeah.
It's just that in the game industry, we don't really need another one of these.
Well, as I said, they're known for dying. It's like there was another game which I immediately forgot the name of because it came out the week before Overwatch. And died straight away.
Paladins.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, died straight away because it was like, Overwatch is the one people were waiting for.
I will say this though, people still play Paladins. It's just, it's not Overwatch,
Well, Overwatch is dead now.
Yeah, but...
That's because Rivals has taken over.
The funny thing, I think that the funny thing is this, because Paladins was like, people were literally like, it's a rip-off of Overwatch. It's like, came out like a month before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like came out a month before Overwatch.
Yeah, it was.
You can't say that Overwatch is a rip-off of it because that's not how the game industry works.
No.
But it's like people are going like, it's a rip-off of this game. It's like it actually came out before, so it can't be. It can't be. It's just it wasn't as popular as Overwatch purely because it didn't have the marketing behind it that Overwatch had.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I've played both of them, and look, honestly, I kind of prefer Paladins. But,
I played a bit of Overwatch, but
well, look, I played Paladins many years ago, and I was like, oh, cool. You can actually move around. They like had stuff for faster movement.
Oh yeah.
So like there were mounts and stuff that you could just jump on to move faster, and when you attacked, you would just jump off it. But it was so you could get to.
I don't think it's not Paladins because I'm pretty sure the service that I'm thinking of shut down.
It might be, might have shut down, but Paladin is what you're thinking about because it was the one where I know for a fact it was the one where everyone was like, "This is a rip-off of Overwatch," and it was like,
no, Battleborn.
Oh, Battleborn. Battleborn came out after Overwatch.
It was after.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But it did shut down and was absolutely fucking stupid.
Yeah. It was like, but I'm pretty sure it was only a week after Overwatch came out, or it was like there was a week.
It was close. It was pretty close, but yeah. But anyway, point is, I spent my morning watching all of the trailers for every game that came out, and look, there's some good stuff. There's some stuff that I'm not going to say I'm excited for because I don't get excited. That's Paladins.
Yeah.
But there was stuff that I'm like, if this comes out and it's decent, this is a game I want.
Fair.
So I'll run through my top picks of the stuff I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start off with a bit of a left field one. Ace Combat 8.
Yep.
I believe it's called The Wings of Thieves, but I don't know if that's correct. The pronunciation might be off, but look, I like games where I get to fly fighter jets because I like fighter jets. I'm a boy. I like military stuff. Sue me. But yeah, so you can. You'll get nothing because I have nothing. But
shit, he's right.
But, you know, I play a lot of Ace Combat 7. I like fighter jets. I like military shooters. I like games where you get to play with expensive blowy up stuff. So Ace Combat 8, right up my alley. and it has my favorite jet on the front cover, so I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
The next one, obviously Resident Evil 9.
Yeah.
Super confusing though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was a little bit confused because from the trailer, I could be wrong, but from the trailer, it appears that we're going back from first person view. We're leaving first person view.
Okay.
Going back to a more
third person.
Well, more conventional Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Reminding me a lot of the remakes that they've done, which is crazy because we kind of were like, oh, the remakes are the ones that they're doing this, and the new ones have this, have the third person view. Yeah. So I was a little bit confused about that. I haven't played any of the Resident Evils beyond Resident Evil 6, and I played that when it came out.
Yeah.
So, look, I don't know. I just knew that the new ones, the first-person ones, were doing really well. Everyone was really enjoying them. So I find it a little bit weird that they've stepped back. I don't mind it, personally, because I also know that all of the remakes were doing well. So I was like, hey, we have two different styles of this one game that we're making that are both doing well. For the new one, what do we do? I think it'd be really funny and interesting.
Yeah.
Because it appears this one has possibly two main characters in it.
Oh.
Possibly. I say possibly because, again, I watched the trailer.
Are they bringing couch co-op back?
No. But they're bringing Leon back.
Oh.
He's a little bit older and grizzled.
Yeah, of course.
So, that's good. I like Leon. He's a good character. They brought Kris back for the other ones.
Yeah.
Unlike Resident Evil 7 Kris, who didn't really look like Kris, Resident Evil 8 Kris did look like Kris a bit more.
Yeah.
This Leon looks like Leon, but there's also a female character who takes center spot. Now,
okay.
From what I can see, you definitely play as Leon, but that could just be little bits and pieces, or that could be like a secondary campaign.
It could also be that you have a choice.
Could be you have a choice. But what I'm saying is, I can't be 100% sure because I don't know anything about the new ones. But it's quite possible that the girl character is related to 7 and 8.
Okay. Makes sense.
And if she is, I think it would be very, very interesting. Now, again, I don't know enough about the game. I've only seen the trailer. I haven't looked into anything about it. But I think it'd be very, very interesting if you play Leon, you're playing the old school style. If you play her, when you're playing her, it's like in first person view because she's the relation to the new one.
That would be pretty cool, yeah.
Kind of gave me vibes of that when I was seeing her side of the story until Leon arrived. And then when I saw Leon doing stuff, I was like, well, that's classic Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think if that happens, it'd be very interesting because it'd be like, oh, it's the connection of the two types of game in the connection of these two characters. But I digress. I don't know enough about it. But let me tell you, Resident Evil's been on a tear right now. It's been doing really well.
It has.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm not excited. I'm just looking forward to it.
I suppose that's where we are now. Yeah.
Obviously, there's an update for Marvel Rivals that I really, I don't care about too much because I don't play too much Rivals, but they're bringing Deadpool in.
I think they're bringing like another 8 characters in.
Yeah,
they've just released.
There was also, I don't know, there was a werewolf Captain America in this trailer.
Yes, there is.
And there was Frog Thor, which is the best Thor, but...
Yes. Yeah, no. So they'll just be skins, more than likely.
No. Frog Thor needs to be his own character.
Yeah, obviously. But then there's...
Because he has to have a tiny hitbox.
yeah, 100%. But yeah, they just added Gambit and Rogue as well.
Yeah, they did mention.
So they've only just come out in the last month.
But yeah.
Rogue in the last week.
So Resident Evil, Ace Combat. Obviously, there's Larian's new game, Divinity. It just looks good.
Yeah.
Again, though, that game's probably a long way off. But it looks good.
Yep.
New Tomb Raiders.
Okay. Yeah.
They're next year and the year after. One of them, I believe one of them is like a remake of an older one, and then one's a new one.
Okay, yep.
I'm going to say this, I did like the look of it. One thing I wasn't entirely a fan of was Lara Croft's Spider-Man action. I understand that she has a grappling hook. I don't know why it's wrist-mounted.
Oh.
Yeah. Just a weird decision there. So it's like she shoots a grappling hook out of from her wrist, and she's doing like Spider-Man stuff. And I'm like, it doesn't really make sense to me, because like a grappling hook with a gun and being like, oh, well, we put it on her wrist so she can... You still can't use a gun because the wrist is going to be pointed where the grappling hook is.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I get that's like, oh, no, but it's a cool little gadget that she has on her. And I'm like, it screams of, I could be Spider-Man.
But then again, like, holding on to a gun makes more sense as well.
It does.
Because if you put it on the wrist, now all of your weight's there and it's going up into your hand. So there's a higher chance that if you break your hand doing it, off it comes, you're gone.
Well, it's
realism, guys.
It's also like the fact of like, okay, right, here's the issue with shooting hooks and stuff from your wrist.
Yeah.
I shoot something, it gets stuck. I can't... It's attached to me. I now have to unattach it.
Yeah.
And it has to be attached pretty firmly for it to hold my weight.
Exactly.
Is what I'm saying. Whereas if it's like a gun, I shoot it and it gets attached, and I can let go of it.
Yeah, toss it.
It just didn't make sense to me. But I am... Look, it's Tomb Raider. I'm interested to see where it goes.
Fair.
There were a few other ones that were pretty decent. There's a few things that I'm like, okay, yeah. Look, I'll say this. For the first time in a while, I looked at a lot of the games coming out and went, okay, these actually look decent. I don't remember seeing anything about Call of Duty, which was great. Every Games Awards that I can remember for the last couple of years has had something Call of Duty, and I was like, why? Why are we even wasting our time here?
Fair, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I was just pleased with what I was seeing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of interesting stuff. There was a lot of good stuff. Obviously, my highlights are the new Resident Evil, because I love Resident Evil, even though I haven't played it in a long time. But it's just a personal issue. Just got to find a place to start.
Jesus Christ.
Ace Combat 8 looks great. Yeah. The new Control looks awesome.
Yeah.
The one I will say I was probably the most... Okay. Mm-hmm. Boy loves Star Wars. Boy loves Knights of the Old Republic.
I knew that was coming up. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
We'll talk about the other Star Wars game as well, because I want to say, what the fuck? Does anyone actually want that? Star Wars races. You can race around Star Wars. Who wants that? I don't want that. Does anyone want that? I don't.
I mean, they've done it before.
They did. Yeah, no, they did Star Wars pod races.
Oh, well, yeah.
When Star Wars Episode 1, which had a decent amount to do with pod racing, came out.
Yes.
And let me tell you, as someone who played a lot of Star Wars pod racing, it wasn't a fun game.
No, I'm aware it wasn't a fun game.
Racing games... okay, so here's the thing with racing games. As someone who actually plays racing games, they actually get funner the more realistic they are.
Yeah.
The more realistic they are, the funner they are, because you actually have to worry about realism stuff. It's like when you play F1 and your tires might explode if you do things bad. That makes racing fun. For most casual people, they don't like racing games because they're just not fun.
Fair.
Even the best racing game of all time for casuals, Mario Kart, drives people insane eventually.
It does. It really does.
But this one, I was just like, I don't know, who wants this? Who wants this?
I don't know. We'll see how well it
goes. But
goes.
there you go. That's one of the Star Wars games that was announced. The other one was Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic.
Yes. I knew it was Old Republic.
That's an Old Republic game. I love the Old Republic games. I love both KOTORs. I have played a fuck ton of the Old Republic. Mm-hmm. I love that game. Frank World. It's great. It's a Star Wars time when, you're allowed to be a Jedi and run around and do all that kind of stuff, and it doesn't have anything to do with the actual Star Wars
universe. Not the universe. Movie universe?
Well, it's so far away from the Star Wars cinematic universe that you don't have to worry about creating plot holes. Not that Disney ever did. But, you know, you don't have to worry about being like, oh, we have to cover this because, in 3,000 years, this... You don't have to worry about that because it's 3,000 years away.
Yeah, fair.
It's like, you can just do whatever the fuck you want. And, you know, it's the past.
Yeah.
No one cares about the past. Anyway, I'm digressing. It's the past, no one cares about the past. That's their motto with it. You can do whatever you want. Seriously.
I was just hearing you say it, and I'm like, this is very different from what we've been saying in this video.
Yeah, I know, but that's, like, no, but I am serious about that because that's kind of their take on it. Yeah. Because, obviously, in the first one, you play as Revan, right?
Yeah.
When they go on to talk about Revan later, it's like, Revan was this guy, he did this, he did this, he did this. Well, in the first game, you can make your Revan a female, which kind of is a plot hole, but hey, who cares? It's not our problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was their attitude towards it. But you see how that's an issue.
Yeah.
That's why you got to remember the past. Anyway,
fair enough.
Anyway, we're getting off point. The point is that the Knights of the Old Republic games and the Old Republic games in general have always been a game where you get to build your own character and build your own legacy, all that kind of stuff. That's why it's great. It's great, and it doesn't affect anything in Star Wars because it's not like, hey, I'm a Jedi running around doing this while Luke is off destroying the Death Star, and oh, well, he probably could have used my help fighting Vader.
No.
Thanks, Ahsoka, you bitch. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. As I said, the point is that the Fate of the Old Republic, first of all, really hated the fact that they did the trailer and, like, kind of were like, every time I saw that Jedi girl, I was like, Rey? Why are you trying to make this look like Rey? Why would you want it to look like one of the worst things in Star Wars? It's not a shot at the actors and everything. That's just Rey's a bad character. Don't remind me of her.
Fair.
She's also in Thief, stealing people's names.
Very true on that one.
Anyway, so first of all, if you're going to do a Star Wars thing, try not to remind us of the worst thing, the worst chapter in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I personally, if I was to do that, I probably would have shown off just someone in like older Jedi kind of armor kind of stuff. Maybe like a cave painting of Revan would be.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of connect it back to the old Republic world. But the reason I want to talk about this one and the reason that I'm so about it is because for the last, I want to say 4 years, we've been promised a Knights of the Old Republic remake. Yeah. That they have not done. No. It's not there. It's not coming.
No, it's not.
You're deluding yourself if you think that's happening. Now, that is taking one of the cult favorite Star Wars games. I don't even think it's a cult favorite. I think it's just, if there is a Star Wars game that is loved, it is Battlefront, and Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes.
Right? So, my issue is modern publishers, modern game people, have failed to take something that is loved, and that all they really have to do is make it look nicer, and put that out there. Now they're going to make an added part to that world, and they're gonna add something to it.
Yeah.
With all of their modernness, and it worries me.
Fair.
First of all, it worries me that this game will ever come out because things that have the Old Republic in them are currently a pipe dream. And secondly, it worries me that they'll do it poorly.
Yeah, fair.
Worries me even more than any of that is they'll do it like a Souls-like. They'll be like, hey, you remember that Jedi Survivor game? People like Jedi Survivor will do that. Don't do that. That's not what Knights of the Old Republic is about. It is a role-playing game.
It is, yeah.
It is an RPG. It is not a Souls-like. Do not make it a Souls-like.
Fair, yes.
Okay? Now, if you're wondering what I mean by that, right? Everyone knows what a Souls-like is.
Yes.
For me, it's not the combat so much. Souls-likes have to have fast-paced dodgy combat.
They do, yes.
And when I say dodgy, I don't mean bad. I just mean you dodge a lot.
Yeah, you've actually got to move out.
And you've got to worry about things like stamina and this and that and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. But what really makes it a Souls-like is the fact that the world always sets back to a set place. You can't have that in role-playing games.
No.
You can't have it be like, yeah, so we just went through and we wiped out this enemy camp. But now, because we've had a rest, they've all come back. Because that destroys role-playing. If I wipe out an enemy camp, that enemy camp is wiped out. They can't just like pop up the next day being like, yeah, we're all back. It's like,
next day.
bitch, I burnt out your families and your houses and I destroyed everything. I'm a Sith. What am I going to do about it? And they're like, no, we just came back. And you're like,
no.
Fuck you.
Pretty much, yeah.
The other thing is that, yes, in all of the Old Republic games, you always have the choice to be good or bad.
Yep.
I don't generally like how modern games do that.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to be good or bad? Well, let me tell you, it's about dialogue choices. No, it's not.
It's really not.
It's generally about how the actions you do affect things. So it's like, we can, I don't know, blow up this dam and drown everyone, but it will make my life easier, or I can make my life harder and not blow up the dam. And it's like, okay, well, you can blow up the dam, but as long as you say the right thing to the people after blowing up the dam, you're still a good guy. No, you're not. You blew up a dam.
You blew up their dam. The dam that was either saving their life.
Anyway, so the point is...
generally saving their life, yes.
The point is, the Old Republic games, Knights of the Old Republic, which is what this appears to be a continuation of, has always been about character interactions, building up a party, and your choices.
Yeah.
Doing what you want to do. Do you want to be a bad guy? You want to be a good guy? Especially Knights of the Old Republic 2. Knights of the Old Republic 2 was really good at that. Because, again, it often comes down to dialogue choices, but it's like, you could literally go in and be like, okay, so now that I've helped you, I actually don't care about any of these people that I helped, because I was only helping you to get to that Jedi Master who I want to take revenge on.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to kill him. And it's like, oh, you're not a good person. It's like, no, I was just doing the best thing for me at that moment.
Yeah.
And at the moment, helping you guys was what's better for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh, dialogue choices do this. It was like, oh, do you want to have a better chance at keeping everyone alive? Because you're not really bad. You're just out for your revenge. Yeah. It's like, okay, go and do this stuff. And it's going to cost you resources and stuff like that. And it's like, cool. More people survive, which means you get a slightly better story ending. But anyway, the point is that I don't want to see something where it's like, end of the game, you make one choice, and that's whether you're good or bad. Because that's fucking bullshit. And secondly, I don't want to see something where it's like, oh, you're out there by yourself with your little droid helper. No, that's Jedi Survivor, not Knights of the Old Republic, not KOTOR. We want KOTOR, not Jedi Survivor. You want to make another Jedi Survivor game? Make another fucking Jedi Survivor game.
No, that's a fair point. That actually makes sense.
You've called this Fate of the Old Republic. I expect role-playing game. Now, it doesn't need to have the old turn-based combat.
No, that's fair. That can be changed.
That can be changed.
It's easier to do it with turn-based, but...
Look, the reality is, you can have turn-based, you can not have turn-based. I think turn-based is slightly better for party fighting, because you don't have to kind of tell people what to do. But hey, maybe they go down the route of what the new Final Fantasies did.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can kind of pause and switch to a other character and get them to attack a certain person. Yeah. Maybe there's that type of thing. I don't know, but basically the Old Republic games have a style. I don't want to see anything that makes me go, oh, that's kind of like a Souls game. Because if I see that in a Knights of the Old Republic game or an Old Republic game, I'm gonna be pissed.
Fair.
And basically, I can't be pissed at Star Wars anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not. I just don't have the bandwidth. The only thing left for me in modern Star Wars is apathy.
Fair. Yeah.
And it's just like, I just don't care. So don't show me something that could make me care. Don't offer me Knights of the Old Republic remake and then be like, no, we're still working on it. We swear, we just need to find everyone who to work on it. Because no, you're not working on it.
No, you're not.
If you've got to hire a new lead, a new art, a new everything, then you're not fucking working on it. Okay? So don't offer me the best Star Wars game remake and it's gonna look sweet and it's gonna look nice, but we just don't have anyone to fucking work on it. And don't give me a new game in that series and be like, and let me tell you, it's gonna be Souls-like. Because I will slap the shit out of you. I will find you and I will slap the shit out of you.
I don't think you'll find them.
I'll find them.
I don't think you will.
If they do that, I will swim to their studio and I will slap the shit out of them.
Well, I know you're going to be swimming to their studio because you can't afford the flights over there right now.
That I actually can do, but
yeah,
it's far funnier to put in more effort.
you're true.
It's if you're gonna go on a rampage and rampage about things, you've got to do it right. You can't half-ass these things, Kris.
Well, it would help to half-ass those things because when you get there, you won't be extremely exhausted.
No, I want to be extremely exhausted. I want to walk up, dripping wet, exhausted, missing an arm, and be like,
Yeah.
Oi! And they're like, yes. It's not fucking Souls-like.
Except it's not going to be. It's not fucking Souls-like. It's going to be.
It's not fucking Souls-like. Do it right, or I'll be back.
Also, in a hospital, I don't have an arm.
Anyway, point is, they've shown absolutely nothing about it other than, hey, do you remember this moon-shaped ship from the Knights of the Old Republic game? And everyone's like, yes. And they're like, yeah, well, this is Fate of the Old Republic. And there's a lightsaber in it. It's like, well, obviously, it's a Star Wars game. You're not going to make one without a lightsaber. Are you fucking dumb? No. You're not going to sell a Star Wars game without a lightsaber in it.
No, you wouldn't. Unless you change the name.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Point is, they've dropped this. They've said, hey, we're making it. And...
Oh, wait, no, they have sold games with Star Wars name without it in there.
Which one?
Did the Star Wars pod racing have lightsabers in it?
You bet it didn't. That's why it wasn't very good.
There you go. But it did sell.
Did so. You are correct. But that was many years ago.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Because, if you actually think about it, technically Battlefront 1 didn't get to use a lightsaber. It had lightsabers in it, but you didn't get to use them.
That's fair.
And people were okay with that, because that was a time when you didn't need a lightsaber to have it Star Wars.
No.
Star Wars had a style, it had a thing.
Yeah.
Now, there's so many generic space games, it's like, if it doesn't have a lightsaber, is it really Star Wars or is it just generic space game?
Fair point. I'll give you that. Makes sense.
And then you can be really bad, like Disney, and you can go, hey, Destiny, do you want lightsabers? Do a Star Wars crossover. Here, you can make you dudes look like stormtroopers. Did you know about that?
No, I didn't.
Well, now you do. And now
I stopped paying attention to Destiny years ago.
Is doing, in the act of, I don't know which one,
Oh.
but it is doing something with Star Wars where they have lightsabers and stormtrooper armor. And you're like, why? And they're like, because it's Destiny, man. It's a space shooter. We need to have some Star Wars, otherwise you'll forget it happened. It's like, no one's forgetting Star Wars. We're trying to, Disney. We are really fucking trying to. But
we're trying to forget the new stuff. We don't want to forget the old stuff.
Star Wars is Star Wars.
Yeah.
But yes, for a very long time, pretty much, if it was in space, it was pretty much Star Wars. Because it's like, well, why would we make a space game that isn't Star Wars?
Fair.
Fox McCloud had been dead for a bit.
True.
He was the first space game. If at first it was in space, it was It was Star Fox.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're in space, must be playing Star Fox.
Yeah.
Before that, I think it was Gallagher. Was that the one where you?
Yeah, that's the one where. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the one with the meteors are flying at you.
I think that might actually be asteroids.
It is asteroids. What am I thinking of Gallagher for then?
I think Gallagher came after asteroids.
Now I'm forgetting what Gallagher is.
I'm pretty sure it's just a bullet hell shooter, space shooter. I could be wrong though.
Is that the one where there's like something's coming down at you?
I think so. I think that.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Anyway,
yeah, my bad.
But you got and then you had Star Fox, and he owned space for a bit.
Yeah.
And then he disappeared.
Yeah.
And then there were the Star Wars games. and they came out, and there were a lot of them in a very short time.
Well, obviously.
And everyone's like, wow. And then they're like, wow. And then they're like, wow. And then they were like, wow.
And it's like, wow, they're still doing this.
And then you know, we kind of got to the modern era, and we're like, okay.
We went to go say wow again, but they were like, well, the last wow was wow, they're still doing this. Now it's just,
Well, you know, they're kind of like, hey, do you like Star Wars Battlefront? And we're like, yeah, we do. And they're like, well, we're going to make it look better. And we're like, really? And they're like, yeah. We're also going to do other things. And then we're like, and they're like, no, trust me, it'll work. It'll be fine. You'll love it. And they were like, okay. And they were like, oh, it does look better.
Yeah.
And we're like, what about all these things you got? And so we're not going to do them now? Fuck you. And then they went, hey, do you like Star Wars Battlefront 2? And we're like, yes.
Yeah.
What if we made it look better? Okay.
Give it to us.
What's the but? Well, we're thinking about adding a gambling concept to it.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you.
That's right.
Then they went, okay, guys, we made the new ones. They were well received. People like them. People who like the old ones were like, they're okay. So how about we just give you the old ones, but we make them look a little bit better? And we're like, okay. And then like, but also gonna run like shit. And we're like, fucking hell.
God damn, just help us out for once.
And so that's pretty much where we are with Star Wars games.
That's fair.
Unless it is a Jedi title, it's really been meh.
Fair.
And then they went, hey, do you like Star Wars?
Yes.
And we went, yes. And they went, do you like rogues? And we're like, yes. Like Han Solo? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Scruffy nerf herders? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, do you like syndicates? And we're like, we do like syndicates.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you like lightsabers? Because we're not going to have any of those. And they put out fucking Outlaws, which was a piece of shit. It doesn't have a lightsaber in it, so it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. You know, I forgot about Outlaws.
Because no one cares about it. Because they went, hey, do you want to be like a Han
They're one
Solo?
of the most recent Star Wars games, and a lot of people have forgotten about it already.
Do you want to be a Han Solo-esque person?
Yeah.
No, you can't. But we will make you a fucking smuggler, a scoundrel, a shady person. But you can't be that person. You're going to be a hero who's always in it for the good and have a little weird... You don't get a fucking Wookiee, you get a little weird dog thing. I don't hate dogs. I love dogs. Yeah. But, you know, they literally tried to make female Han Solo and her Wookiee wasn't a Wookiee.
That's true, yeah.
And also, she wasn't cool like him. Didn't have Jedi friends like him.
True.
I bet you she shoots second.
Fuck's sake. I should have expected that one.
Anyway.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Fate of the Old Republic. I want to be excited about it.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the KOTOR world. First of all, didn't even have the Ebon Hawk in it. Okay? That's a big mistake. Ebon Hawk is KOTOR.
Fair enough.
And they've got this weird other little ship, and they're like, I'm like, that's not the Ebon Hawk. Where's the Ebon Hawk? Oh no, we're not going to have the Ebon Hawk. Fuck you, you're not going to have the Ebon Hawk.
Damn. You got a lot of problems with this right now.
I just...
You do.
I want to like this game.
Yeah.
It's just there are so many things that they could do that would fuck it all up and make it terrible.
True.
Make it just another terrible modern game. And my instincts tell me to not give them the benefit of the doubt. Because there are so many traps and stuff they can blunder into. And logic dictates that they will because they have been.
Yeah.
It's like all of the mistakes. It's like a maze, right? There is one path through this that comes out the other end, everyone's smiley happy. Yeah. And that is to make a Old Republic game that is true to the Old Republic games that came before that are loved.
Yeah.
And have the same feel, right? It doesn't have to be a copy of it, it just has to have the same feel.
Yes.
There is one path that does that. There are so many other paths that have dead ends in them. And the problem is that modern gaming, the thing is, all of the modern gaming things that they say, oh, but it's modern gaming. Modern gaming people want this. Modern gaming want to sprint in Halo.
Yeah.
that there are so many of these little tricks that they could walk into and say like, haha, but no, because we know you guys want this in this game. And people were like, we actually told you we didn't want that in this game. And they went, no, but we heard what you were saying, but we saw through what you were saying and read the underlying message, which was, we want this. No, you just ignored what was asked of you.
Much, yeah.
And there's so many of those that they could stumble into. As I said,
True.
Make it a soul, or we'll have Souls-like stuff in it. No, we'll use all of this old fan service stuff instead of trying to make new interesting characters. We'll rely on old characters.
Yeah.
No, we'll take advice from modern Star Wars. Fuck no.
Yeah, no, fair. I can agree with that one.
There's too many pitfalls for me to be excited about this game because I can only see the negative, and the negative is what modern gaming is, and I don't want that for this game. I want a good Star Wars game where I can make my Jedi and go and do Jedi things and not have to be a Ranger Jedi. Not that there's anything wrong with Cal. He's a great character. He's just a Ranger. He's got no soul. Okay, he's got no soul. How can you be a Jedi without a soul?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Pretty sure you need a soul to have the Force.
It would make sense.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. But I think that's something.
Little robot companion.
Fuck it.
No, I want hundreds of companions. I want all the companions. I want to be able to romance every single one of them. I want a HK droid.
You can romance.
I don't want to romance it. I want it to call me a meatbag and threaten me often.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that's what the HK droids do.
Okay, fair. Jesus Christ. That's taking a turn.
As I said, there's so much that it's the old Republic games are RPGs from that time.
Yeah.
And that's what made them so great. And I think that's why
that's
why the remake has disappeared, because they're like, oh, well, we can't do that because that wouldn't work in the modern world. And it's like, okay, so we'll change this. And when you change it, people are like, that's shit. And they go, and so they've just stalled out because they're like,
so we can't make these major changes because it'll fuck the game up.
Because why even bother calling it that game if we change so much from it? Anyway, it's been a week, guys. I will say that. But as I said earlier, this will be the last podcast for a couple of weeks. That's why it's gone as long as it has. Yeah. You know. But thank you for joining us. If you've liked it, consider liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. If you haven't already, it really does mean a lot to us here. If you want to see more from me and Kris, check out the rest of the channel. We play video games, and we have the podcast where we get together and just chat. But guys, I think that wraps us up for the year. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes.
Me and Kris will be back with the podcast in 2026.
Yep.
We hope to see you all then. And until next time, guys, I've been Darcy.
Yeah.
That is Kris.
It is.
And
except for that one time it was Steve.
I fucking hate you. We will catch you next time right here on the channel.
Will do.
But guys, see you later.
Yeah.
Oh, and Phil Spencer, just fucking make it bigger, man. Fuck you. Finger gun.
God
damn. Have a good one.